Hi, I'm Jeffrey.
And I'm Nathan.
And you're listening to SoundWaves. Hey everyone, you're listening to the SoundWaves Christmas special. I'm here with a new guest host, Nathan.
Hello.
Not to be confused with Nate, who's already been on it. This is Nathan. He is going to be helping me host because if you follow us on Instagram, you know that Rob is officially resigned from the podcast. So he's not a host anymore. He might come on in the future, hopefully, if he wants to. But as it stands right now, it's just me. So I'm just going to be, doing what I've been doing for like the past few months, bringing on new hosts each episode. But today is a special episode because we're getting close to Christmas. So I wanted to make a Christmas special. And I know in the last Halloween episode, I said that the next episode wasn't going to be a Christmas special, but here we are. So we're going to start off with a Christmas trivia game, and Nathan and I were trying to find songs to play and rank them like we did in the Halloween episode, but there were so many good Christmas songs that we just couldn't do it. It was gonna take like an hour to listen to and rank all of them. So we decided to kill two birds with one stone, and do a Christmas song trivia. So then we can get the Christmas song thing out of the way, but we could also do the trivia thing. So we're gonna do it together. And what should the punishment be if
Why does there have to be a punishment?
Because that's what raises the stakes.
A punishment if we get a question wrong, or if...
No, if we don't get a certain amount.
Oh.
There's a lot. Wait, no, I guess there's not that many. There's not that many. Okay, no, it's Christmas. We don't need to have a punishment. We'll just get coal in our stockings. Okay. This is the first question. How many times does Santa check his list?
Twice.
Yep. Okay. The Grinch is as cuddly as a cactus.
Yes.
Right? Yep. Okay. It would have been a laugh to see Mommy doing what last night?
Kissing Santa, but that's...
Is that what it is? That's what?
That's incorrect spelling of it would have. It was supposed to be would have.
Oh, yeah.
But I believe it's Mommy's kissing Santa.
Well, the font is in...
Comic
Sans. So, yeah.
So that tells us enough. I'm pretty sure,
Yeah, kissing
Santa.
Okay, one foggy Christmas Eve, Santa came to say what?
Rudolph, with your nose so bright,
won't you guide my sleigh tonight? It sounded like a chant. Okay, Rudolph with your nose. Yep, we got it. Okay, good tidings to you and all of your what? Kin.
Kin?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Who was seated next to me a day or two ago in the song Jingle Bells?
I don't even know.
Oh, these are the deep lyrics once you get like super far in.
Oh. What do you think it is?
I have no idea.
Santa?
It might be Santa, or It might be a loved one. Unless Santa is your loved one.
Well, if you're Mrs. Claus. Who was seated next to me today? What should we guess?
Just guess Santa.
Santa? Miss Fanny Bright.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I did not know that. Okay, why do I want my 2 front teeth for Christmas? Oh, I don't know that.
I don't know, but I used to not have my 2 front teeth for like 6 years, so that's what I say. Yeah.
Did you just put corn there as a replacement? That's what I used to do all the time.
I just didn't have one. Or both.
Okay.
All I want for Christmas is my 2 front teeth.
Yeah, that's all I know.
That's all I know.
Okay, so we're going to get this one wrong. So I could wish you a Merry Christmas?
Oh, yeah.
Are they saying people with, like, then they're going to be say Christmas?
Because they're making fun of people with lisps. This isn't offensive.
Whoever wrote that song, it should be canceled.
Yeah, let's cancel them.
Okay, what did Frosty the Snowman do when they placed the magic hat on his head? Came to life? Yeah. Oh, he began to dance around.
Jeez, Jeffrey, come on.
I didn't... Okay, so I think we got that one wrong, too. So we got 3 wrong.
Oh yeah, 3.
Okay, what does Alvin want for Christmas in the Chipmunk song? This is hard. I've never heard that.
The Chipmunk song?
The Chipmunk song?
I don't know. A family? A dad? I don't know.
A dad?
I don't remember Alvin and the
A
Chipmunks.
hula. Oh,
a
yeah.
Hula hoop? I don't remember that.
I remember it now.
I've only seen the movie like one time when it came out.
I used to watch that movie all the time.
On the 11th day, one partridge in a pear tree.
2 turtle doves, 3 French hens, 4, what is it, calling? What is it?
Calling birds?
Yeah, I think so. 5, oh no. I don't know.
5, where's
5 golden rings.
Yes. How many ladies dancing? And then there's also drummers drumming. I think it might
something about geese, right?
Oh yeah, there's
I think it might be 11 ladies dancing.
It's either 11 ladies dancing or 11 drummers drumming.
What do you want to go with?
We have to go with one of them?
Yeah.
We can go with the ladies dancing if you want.
Okay. Oh, 11 pipers
I knew there was pipers piping too, but I didn't. That was the first thing that came to my mind, but I didn't think it was 11.
Okay. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas with what? I'm dreaming of all the Christmas cards I write, right?
I'm dreaming of a white Christmas. Yeah, I think
every Christmas card I write?
Every Christmas card I write.
Yeah, it's every Christmas card. Yep. Okay. What do Janice and Jen want for Christmas? And the song is beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Janice and Jen. Because I know the line after that is in Mom and Dad can hardly wait for school to start again. But I... So it's take a look at the 5 and 10, and then what is it?
Then we'll start again or something. I don't know. What is it?
Jen want for Christmas.
I don't know. Maybe they want snow.
Snow. Okay, let's go snow. Dolls that talk and we'll go for a walk. Oh yeah, dolls that will talk and go for a walk is the wish of Janice and Jen.
Oh yeah.
Okay, what kind of bird has gone away in the song Winter Wonderland?
Winter Wonderland.
It's about extinction. It's about bird extinction. No. But it kind of sounds like it could be Winter Wonderland because it could be like a global warm or a climate change song. That'd be pretty funny. What kind of bird has gone away? I don't know.
Singing birds.
Singing birds? Okay. Bluebird.
Okay.
We did bad on that. How many did we miss? Let's
7?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh wait, 6, 7. Yeah, we missed 7. How many were there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Wait. Oh, I lost count. Oh.
There were 13.
13? And we missed 7. So we
didn't
missed
even
more
pass
than
it.
Wow. Yes, we don't know Christmas as well as or Christmas songs as well as
These are classic Christmas songs too. But these are all the lyrics that, you take for granted and you don't actually
know them.
Now
if it was a song...
You just know the tune and that's in the main words, like...
Yeah.
Frost.
If it was a song like Last Christmas or... what else? Like White Christmas, we knew that one because that's a good song. Oh, well, that's not what I mean, but... But it's
wow, Jeffrey,
I think
so are the rest of these songs just bad?
I think it's a better song than Jingle Bells.
Oh. White Christmas?
Yeah,
none of my favorite Christmas songs were on that list.
Okay. So after this, we were going to talk about Disney Plus.
Do you want to do Disney Plus, or do you want to talk about our favorite Christmas songs? Because that was pretty quick. We could do it.
I guess we could.
Disney Plus.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I think we should do that. Okay, so Disney Plus. So Nathan and I both got Disney Plus, which is like, and we're talking about it kind of late, but that's because we wanted time to.
It's been out for a month.
Yeah, we wanted time to, what would you say, like get acquainted with it and all the stuff that they have on there.
Yeah.
So what do you think about it? Do you think it's better than Netflix?
I think it's a little bit different than Netflix. Because Disney Plus is, it's specifically Disney, and Netflix has a wide, array of different things. And I think Netflix might have a better platform, but I like a lot of Disney Plus's material.
So do I.
The originals, Netflix has pretty good originals, but so does Disney Plus. The only one I've watched is The Mandalorian, actually. And I got Disney Plus. I bought it the night before it came out, and for some reason, I was able to watch The Mandalorian a day early.
Wait, so you watched it on Thursday night?
I watched that first episode. No, I watched the first episode of Mandalorian on Monday night instead of Tuesday.
Oh yeah, because I forgot it came out on Tuesday.
Out straight with it. So that was kind of neat. But so far, I've been watching pretty much entirely The Vault. Just going through watching 1 or 2 movies from The Vault a week because, they're classic Disney movies that I grew up with and that I really enjoy. So,
wait, the ones in The Vault?
Yeah.
I never watched those ones growing up.
I never had Disney Channel, so we used to have all the old Disney movies, and that's what we would watch. Right. All the old Disney movies. Except Hunchback of Notre Dame, which I watched pretty recently, and that was very good. But otherwise, I would give Disney Plus as a whole probably an 8 or a 9 out of 10.
Okay. I do agree that I think Netflix offers a wider variety of stuff, so I think you'd get bored of Disney Plus faster than you'd get bored of Netflix. Because, you get tired of Disney movies after a little while. Maybe. But I do like The Mandalorian. I think I like it more than anything Netflix has right now, other than Stranger Things, in terms of their originals.
Have you seen The Irishman?
No, but I need to. Have you?
No, it's supposed to be very good, though.
I know, that's what I heard. But I've also been watching, other than The Mandalorian, I've also been watching The World According to Jeff Goldblum, which is really good. I think that and The Mandalorian are like on equal levels for me. Like I enjoy them equally. Yeah.
What's The World According to Jeff Goldblum about?
It's just Jeff Goldblum going around learning new things. About like, do you know that I guess it's an old show now, but it's from like the early 2000s, I think. How It's Made.
Yeah.
Did you ever watch that? It's like that. So like he does, like the first episode was actually I don't remember. It was sneakers, and then the second episode was like ice cream or something, and then he just goes through, and then like there's barbecue, denim, tattoos, like a whole bunch of stuff like that, and then he just learns like the history of the thing and like what impact it's had on the culture, and a whole bunch of stuff like that. It's really cool. And it's entertaining just to watch Jeff Goldblum go around and be weird with everybody.
Okay.
So, other than that, I think Disney Plus has a lot of good options because, they have a lot of Marvel movies and almost all the Star Wars movies. So, I think for people who wouldn't have access to that, because it's hard to find those movies other than on cable. Because you can't go to Redbox and get them. You can't go to Blockbuster and get them. And... not everybody wants to rent every Star Wars movie because it'd be like $30. So, I think as it stands, I enjoy Disney Plus more than Netflix. But then again, I still need to watch The Irishman, Marriage Story.
Marriage Story.
What else is there? Yeah, other stuff like that. But... until the next season of Stranger Things comes out, I think I'm going to be watching Disney Plus for a while.
I think eventually, probably after a few months, Disney Plus is just going to become another streaming service in our minds. We're just going to see it, still as, just how we see Netflix or Amazon today. It's just, you just go on and browse for a couple hours. And it's nice that Disney owns Fox, though.
Oh, yeah.
Because even though, like, the original X-Men movies aren't on there, it does make some... It is kind of neat to watch, just a lot of the other Fox stuff. Mm-hmm. But there are no rated R movies on there, so you don't have Logan, you don't have any of the Deadpools.
I think that's fine. Because it sets Disney Plus apart from all the other streaming services. Because, the other ones you have, like, kids sections. But then on this one, like, the whole thing is a kids section.
Yeah,
and it's cool because you could watch it, like, with your family and not be worried about what's going to happen.
There are some movies that aren't good for kids, though. I watched this one movie called 10 Things I Hate About You.
On Disney Plus?
Yeah.
Oh, I know.
It's with Heath Ledger and...
I've heard about it.
Julia Stiles.
Mm-hmm.
It was good. It was like a teen movie. I enjoyed it, but that would not be appropriate for a young kid. Just a lot of references and innuendo and just behavior in general that would not be a good influence on a small child.
Okay, so I think I would give Disney Plus an 8.5 out of 10.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so next we're going to talk about all the movies that I've seen or that Nathan and I have seen since the last episode, and it's a lot. So first we're going to go through the movies that we've seen, but that both of us have seen, and then I'm going to kind of do quick reviews of movies that I saw by myself that Nathan didn't see. So first, let's talk about, I'll let you talk about Frozen 2 first.
Alright, so yeah, I did see Frozen 2, and I thought it was actually very good. Compared to the first one, it's actually pretty hard to compare because they're so different. The first one is kind of like a closed adventure, and it did overturn a lot of expectations with, spoiler alert, Anna saving Elsa and and that the main romance between Anna and Kristoff wasn't, the main focus of the story. And the second one was a little bit different. It was kind of more character driven. It was a lot about the relationships between the characters and also personality and character growth from the characters, and which is, since this was the first theatrically released sequel that Disney has ever done in their 82 years of existence.
Wait, really?
Yeah, it was the first. All the others, Aladdin 2, Fox and the Hound 2, all of those.
Oh wait, what about Finding Dory?
That's Pixar. This is
so
specifically
just
Disney.
Solely Disney?
Yeah, because then you could say Toy Story and all that.
Oh, yeah.
But then this is all... One of the reasons is because musicals are really hard to make a second for.
Mm-hmm.
And then just princess movies in general. But there was more of the story that they wanted to tell, like where Elsa's powers came from and all that. And after watching this, I don't think there really needs to be a third one because it kind of gives you closure. A lot of people would want a third one, but it does give you a lot of closure. However, the music in this one is very good. All of the singing is very well done. The music is beautiful. And overall, I'd probably give it a 9.
A 9?
A 9.
Whoa.
As a Disney movie, I'd give it a 9. But, I really enjoy Disney movies. I think there's a lot to, take out of them.
Mm-hmm.
And, I think some people are trying to take more out of the Frozen movies than there should be because, a lot of people are saying that Elsa's a queer icon, and I have no signals that is even remotely relevant. So, but yeah, that's just my take on Frozen 2.
I was thinking about going to watch it, but I never got around to it. Like, there were more movies that I wanted to see than Frozen 2. But I did like it I did like the first one when it came out. I haven't rewatched it in a while. But now we're going to talk about Jojo Rabbit, which is Taika Waititi's Nazi comedy film. I had high expectations for it, but for me, it didn't meet them.
Really?
I think it's because my expectations were too high. Because Hunt for the Wilder People, have you seen that?
No.
That's a really good movie. And it's one of Taika Waititi's other movies. And What We Do in the Shadows is also one of his other movies. And, Thor And those ones are also like super good, but then this one just for me didn't meet it.
I didn't have incredibly high expectations. I would say that I thought I was going to enjoy it,
Mm-hmm.
and that was it. But I came out really liking it. I thought it had a very good message, but also isn't the comedy in it was just excellent. It was
Yeah,
perfectly timed, but there was a lot of dark comedy in it, and it ended up being a little bit sad, even though there was a lot of funny things going on in it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. I think the humor was really good, but for me, even the humor, like, it was a good story, but kind of in the middle, it dragged on a little bit. Like, it started off pretty strong,
Mm-hmm.
and then it ended really strong.
Okay.
But then in the middle, it was kind of like, it kind of seemed like it slowed down.
I can understand that.
But I think everybody did really well. Like
The acting was very good.
The acting was really good. The writing was really good.
And, Taika Waititi, he was in the movie less than I expected him to be.
Yeah. Which is kind of disappointing. Maybe that's why, because, like...
I think if he would have been in it a little bit more...
It would have been more entertaining.
It would have. But I still think it, did a great job.
Oh, do you know that, I forgot, I keep forgetting how to pronounce his last name, but Michael Giacchino, or is it Giacchino? You know who that is? He did the Incredibles score. He did the score for Rogue One.
Oh, really?
For
let me look at it. I have the Rogue One
for
score.
Some of the Mission Impossible movies.
I've only seen the first two.
What? He also did the score for Star Trek. I think all 3 Star Trek movies.
I think it'd be Giacchino.
Giacchino? Okay. But he did the score and I couldn't even tell. Like, usually his scores are really noticeable.
Mm-hmm.
And it's really good, but this one was like an average score, which was kind of disappointing. When I heard that he was doing it, I got excited, but it didn't really stand out.
I think all the music picks that they had were really great, though.
Oh, yeah, like the soundtrack picks?
Yeah,
yeah, those are really... Like the German version of I Want to Hold Your Hand?
Yeah.
That was funny. Yeah, but for the most part, I think I'd give Jojo Rabbit an 8 out of 10.
An 8 out of 10?
Yeah.
I'd give it an 8 and an 8.7.
Okay. Okay, so on the same day that I saw Jojo Rabbit, I also saw Zombieland 2. And I didn't really have high expectations for Zombieland 2 because, when you take a decade break between, your first movie and your sequel, usually the sequel isn't as good. But I actually think this one was really close to being as good as the first one. And I enjoyed it. I liked it more than Jojo Rabbit. Just because it was like, it met my expectations and it kind of surpassed them too. With like how funny it was and how entertaining it was. Like that one never got boring. It was just like, I think maybe because it was a zombie movie too. And that's like one of my favorite genres. The zombie genre, I guess. But everybody was really good, even though it's been 10 years since the last one. The writing was just as good. The action was just as entertaining. And for the most part, it was just all around a good sequel. So I think I'd give Zombieland 2 an 8.5 out of 10. And then I also saw Honey Boy last weekend, which is, if you don't know, a lot of people don't know what that is. Do you know what it is?
No, I've never heard of it.
It's a movie written by Shia LaBeouf about his childhood. And
yes, I did hear about it.
And like his relationship with his dad, which wasn't that good. But it was really interesting. And Shia LaBeouf plays his own dad. And you can kind of tell that he's working through some, like, it's kind of like therapeutic for him to play his own dad. Because he's kind of like letting stuff go that he might have been holding on for, the past 20 years or whatever.
Oh, the kid is
the kid from A Quiet Place.
Yeah, A Quiet Place.
Uh-huh. Yeah, Noah Jupe. And he's also in Ford v Ferrari, which I'll talk about right now. But Shia LaBeouf was really good. I think he could actually win, not win, but, well, maybe. But I think he should get a Best Actor nomination. He was that good.
$2.1 million in the box office.
But what was the budget?
3.5.
Oh,
So they didn't even pass.
Oh. Yeah, I think more people should have known about it.
Yeah, that was not
It was not a well-marketed movie.
No.
I think... Well, then again, when we went to LA, there were a whole bunch of billboards all over the place. So most of the money probably came from, like, LA and New York, if I had to guess. But everybody in the movie was, like, amazing. Like, some of the best acting I've seen all year. And
even better than Joker?
All around, yeah. Because in Joker, the best performance was Joaquin Phoenix, but he like carried the movie. But in this one, it's kind of like more spread out. Like there are more actors that are good than in Joker. Because in Joker, yeah, Robert De Niro is pretty good, and like who else? Zazie Beetz was pretty good.
Oh yeah.
But for the most part, Joaquin Phoenix held up the movie.
It was really only about...
because it was about him. And
it was really only him in the movie.
That's why it was good, and that's why I think he deserves to win Best Actor. But I think Shia at least deserves to get nominated.
I see.
And so, other than Honey Boy, which I'll give a 9 out of 10, I saw Ford v Ferrari, which is a movie about a duo of race car drivers who want to beat Ferrari at a race in France, I think it was, in 1966. But they want to beat them with a Ford, which is, why it's called Ford v Ferrari. But Ford is, known for making race cars. So it's like a really entertaining movie to see them try to figure out how to beat, this huge race car company. And Christian Bale and Matt Damon did like a really good job. And I think I don't know if they deserve to get nominated for Best Actor, if either one of them does, but they were still really good. But I don't know if they were on the level of, Joaquin Phoenix and Shia LaBeouf. And I heard Adam Driver is really good in Marriage Story.
Adam Driver's good in everything.
Yeah, he is. And so Ford v Ferrari, even though it was 2.5 hours long. It was
That's
2.5 hours long. You don't think that's that bad? Okay. For me, that's kind of long. But it never got boring to me. Like, it was just constantly entertaining, even though it was more of a... It was kind of more of a drama than an action, racing movie. But because most of the movie consists of, just characters talking about stuff that's like, how to... Like, their relationship or why they shouldn't be racing or why they should be. It's kind of stuff like that. Like, they're going back and forth constantly. And, like, they're trying to beat the other one. But it's kind of dialogue heavy.
Mm-hmm.
But for me, it worked. And it was, it was entertaining. It was funny. It was actually surprisingly funny. And I think I'd give it a 9 out of 10. Wow. And I also saw A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood, which is... I think I'm going to speed this up because I've been talking about it for a while, for these movies. Okay. Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood is the movie about Mr. Rogers, where Tom Hanks plays him. And that one was... Actually, I think Tom Hanks might deserve to get a Best Actor nomination. But he did really good. Like, after a while, I didn't even think about how it was Tom Hanks.
I want to see that.
You should see it.
I used to watch Mr. Rogers, and Tom Hanks is actually related to him.
Really?
Yeah. 6th cousins.
6th? Okay. Maybe that's why he's so good. Because he has the blood. But, yeah. Even though it's not like...
Was the journalist good in it?
Mm-hmm. He was really good. Even though it's not... I guess I should, go back. Because it's not about Mr. Rogers, technically.
Yeah, it's about the journalist. It's about the journalist.
Yeah. But Mr. Rogers is kind of like a big part of it. And, the movie's named after him. Or after his show. Kind of. So... Wait, what's the show called? Is it?
Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood?
Oh, yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, because I was trying to think, I was like, it's not A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood. I didn't think that was the name of it.
No, that's his song.
Yeah. So, the movie was really good. It was very dramatic. And it was definitely an emotional movie. And I think I'd give it an 8.5 out of 10.
Only an 8.5.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And Parasite, which is one of my favorite movies of the year. Because it definitely, I didn't know anything about it going in. And it's out of theaters already, so watch it when it comes out on digital. But it's a Korean film about this poor family who starts to infiltrate the life of a rich family, and kind of like the it's a social commentary and like a satire, kind of like Joker, about the difference between the rich and the poor, and like the lengths that people will go to provide for themselves. And it was really it was entertaining. It was really well done, like the metaphors and everything, and the subtextual meaning behind it. That was all really well done. The writing was really good. The performances were good, and it was just like super memorable. I think it's gonna end up being like in my top. I don't know about top 5, but definitely top 10 of the year.
Of the year?
Yeah.
You've seen more than 10 movies this year?
Mm-hmm. And surprisingly, I don't think Endgame is gonna make it
to the top 10.
Which is super surprising to me. And then finally, I wasn't doing these in order, but finally I'm going to talk about Knives Out, which is also one of my favorite movies of the year. And it's a whodunit, directed by Rian Johnson, who also directed The Last Jedi. And the cast is like really good. There's like, you have Don Johnson, Chris Evans, Ana de Armas, Lakeith Stanfield. Wait, how do you pronounce it? I think that's close to how you pronounce his name. Jamie Lee Curtis, Daniel Craig, and just a whole bunch of, I don't know if I missed anybody, but...
Did you get Chris Evans?
Yeah. But the cast is just really good, and it's kind of like a modern day Clue, have you seen Clue?
Yeah,
You don't like it?
I thought it was so stupid.
That's the point. It's like, it's dumb on purpose. It's kind of like a Napoleon Dynamite. Well, I don't think it's as dumb as Napoleon Dynamite, but...
I've never seen that.
Napoleon Dynamite? How about Nacho Libre?
I have.
Yeah. You know how that's like dumb, but they're doing it on purpose?
Yeah.
But it's not down to that level. I still think Clue is like really smart.
I thought Knives Out was supposed to be pretty serious. Is it not?
No. No, Knives Out is pretty much like a comedy. I think it's a comedy.
Oh.
But yeah, it's really funny. And it's really... There are like a lot of twists and turns, which is always appreciated in like, movies are really predictable these days.
That takes a lot of good writing.
Mm-hmm. Like to write a whodunit, you have to know your movie. Like you can't just write and just try to throw out ideas and see what works. You have to like plan it hard.
Did you see Murder on the Orient Express?
No, I wanted to though.
It was good. And it was kind of like that, where it's just all over the place.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like you have to be able to fit all the pieces together, and that's definitely how it is in this movie. Like everything works together so well that I think this could get nominated for Best Original Screenplay. And so it's fun. I think it's definitely like one of the most entertaining movies all year. And I think I would give it a 9 out of 10.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. So now that we've talked about all those movies, now let's talk about our favorite Christmas movies. So you can go first because my throat needs a little time to rest.
Okay. So, well, if you've seen more than 10 movies this year, I have actually only seen 10, but that's apart from that. My favorite Christmas movie is probably Home Alone. Home Alone's really good.
Mm-hmm.
If you're looking,
top 5.
Oh, my top 5?
Mm-hmm.
Oh man. Well, I don't like Elf.
What? Why not?
I don't know. I just think it's kind of dumb. I've never liked Elf. It just kind of annoyed me, I think.
Okay, keep going.
Let me look at a list of Christmas movies, because I don't know how many I've seen. The Nightmare Before Christmas is good.
Oh, wait. Let me check, because I think
I don't like the Polar Express either.
What? It doesn't really have a plot, I will admit that. Like, it's just them trying to go to the North Pole.
Yeah. So the Nightmare Before Christmas was released on October 13th. It comes out... Oh.
So does that mean...
It's a Christmas movie, though.
Are you sure?
It's about Halloween Town, but I think it's a Christmas movie. Okay, maybe we won't count it then. So I like The Grinch, the original. I haven't seen the Benedict Cumberbatch one.
Neither have I. Wait, the original cartoon or the Jim Carrey movie?
The original cartoon.
Oh, okay.
A Christmas Carol is good. The Holiday with Jude Law, Jack Black, Cameron Diaz, and Kate Winslet. It's a rom-com. It's good. Alright, so I think my favorite one is probably Home Alone. Then The Nightmare Before Christmas. Then The Holiday. Then A Christmas Carol. Then The Grinch. And then an honorable mention is Die Hard.
I haven't seen Die Hard.
Oh wow, it's great. It's not actually a Christmas movie, it just takes place at a Christmas party. Oh, then of course, you have the original Frosty the Snowman and Rudolph, which are great. Mm-hmm. And then same with Jack Frost, but I don't like any of the Santa Claus movies with Tim Allen.
I haven't seen them in a long time. I need to watch them again.
But yeah, I would say those are probably... I don't watch that many Christmas movies, but that's probably what I would say. Are you going to see Last Christmas?
I don't know, because I like the idea at first.
I bet I can predict the end.
Predict it. What do you think? I heard that people think he's an angel, like a Christmas angel, and that definitely seems plausible.
Okay, well, the song is Last Christmas, I Gave You My Heart, the very next day. So either one of them's going to die, or it's just not going to be a happy ending.
I think that he gives... because there's a scene in the trailer where she's, like, going to the hospital or something. I don't know when that takes place, but I think it takes place before they meet. So
Do you think he's going to give her his heart?
And then come back as an angel. Or a ghost, I guess.
Oh, maybe. We'll see.
Or will we? I don't think I'm going to see it.
I'm not going.
I like George Michael, but I don't think he's enough to make me go watch that movie.
Yeah.
Okay, so my favorite Christmas movie is Elf. Just because it's, like, really fun, and Will Ferrell is just a really good actor.
Okay.
And it has everything. It has, like, emotion, or it has, like, drama with it, between him and his dad.
Yeah.
It has humor, definitely. It has romance. It has a good soundtrack. And it's like you can feel the Christmas spirit.
Objectively, I would say it is a good movie. I just have never really liked it that much. I'd much rather watch something else. Alright, keep going.
Okay. And Gremlins, have you seen that?
No.
What? So... Yeah, Gremlins, I think, is in, like, the same situation as Die Hard. Sometimes people argue that it's not a Christmas movie because it just takes place at Christmas. Oh, man. My throat's dry. Okay, so I had to leave to go drink some water because my throat got dry. But Gremlins, yeah, it's not like there's no Christmas message to it or anything. It's not like a Christmas Carol where he has to, like, learn to... embrace the Christmas spirit, but it does take place at Christmas time, and it's really fun because it's it's a horror comedy, which is fun. Like, I like those movies, and it's kind of wacky, which is fun. And Krampus is also in the same. Krampus is my third favorite Christmas movie, and it's also a lot like Gremlins, in that it's kind of like a horror comedy, but it's a little more serious, I think. And there is more of a Christmas message to it. I think that one's more of a straightforward Christmas movie. But it's also really good. And then Home Alone is a classic. And I think it's the most Christmassy movie out of all the ones on my list. Oh wait. Or is Elf more of a Christmas movie? What would you say? Elf or Home Alone is more of a Christmas movie?
Home Alone.
Home Alone? Okay.
Oh, well, no. Elf is, they're both about family.
Yeah, that's true. But Home Alone, he also... Oh. Well, what does Buddy learn?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think he learns anything about...
No, it's his family the Christmas spirit. Learns.
Yeah. But Kevin, the main character, has to learn to love his family, even though he might not like them all the time.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, no. Yeah, I think... Yeah, okay. And then The Grinch is my fifth favorite, and not the original, the one with Jim Carrey. I like the one with Jim Carrey more because it's more entertaining.
I've never seen that one.
What?
I'm not a huge Jim Carrey fan.
You don't like those wacky faces he makes?
No, not really. I don't.
You should.
I mean, that's
should watch
kind
it.
of just how he acts. Is just with the crazy faces. That's kind of it.
But for the Grinch, it works. Like, I think it works the most, like more than anything else he's ever done. Like, just his craziness is really fitting.
Mm-hmm.
And
Ew, that looks gross.
what, the Grinch?
The Grinch. Why is he making that face?
I don't know. He's Jim Carrey, but for the most part, I think those Christmas movies, I don't think anything is going to be able to pass it. Like any of those originals. I watched A Christmas Carol last night, but it just, I don't know, something about it. It's not one of my. I know it's a classic for a lot of people, but I don't know if I would watch it again next year.
I see.
It's because the movies that I just listed, the 5 that I just listed, are ones that I watch like every year, and so I've kind of made it like a tradition. And if a movie is good enough, like Krampus, which it came out in 2015, I'll add it to my list of movies that I watch every year. But I don't know. Recently, I haven't seen anything that has been good enough to be added to my tradition. But Black Christmas just came out today.
I don't know what that is.
It's a remake of an old Christmas movie. Let me look it up. Okay. So the description for 42% on Rotten Tomatoes. Man, I was hoping it was gonna be good. Okay, Hawthorne College is quieting down for the holidays. One by one, sorority girls on campus are being killed by a stalker. But the killer is about to discover that this generation's women aren't willing to become hapless victims as they fight back. So it's like, it's not overtly, because from that description it does sound like a women's empowerment thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it should be. Like, that's a cool idea. And they're doing it out of self-defense. It's not like Captain Marvel where she's just doing it because she thinks she's better than everyone else.
Yeah.
It's like they're doing it to fight back and protect themselves, which is a cool, like, they don't want to be victims. And I like that idea. So I'm excited for it. I hope it's good enough to the point where I add it to my tradition, my list of movies that I rewatch. Because the last time a Christmas horror this isn't a horror comedy, but the last time a Christmas horror movie came out was Krampus. I think that's the last big one. So that was 4 years ago, and I've been waiting a long time for a new Christmas movie like that.
Okay. Have you seen Uncut Gems?
No, I don't think it comes out over here until the 25th.
Oh, it's supposed to be really good.
I know. I wanted to watch it. Yeah, it comes out on the 24th over here. Yeah, I want to watch it. It seems interesting, like to see Adam Sandler do something new like that.
I know, right?
Because
I want to see A Hidden Life.
it looked good, like a good idea, and it looked dramatic. But I don't know, something about it seemed kind of like slow to me, like something that I could wait for it until it comes out at home, or until it comes out at Redbox that I can watch at home. What else is there? There was something else that I wanted to see. This wasn't it, but we should talk about The Rise of Skywalker.
And our expectations.
Yeah, before we finish this episode off, because I think we finished and then after The Rise of Skywalker, we have to talk about our Christmas traditions, and then that'll be it. Okay. So, Nathan and I were talking about The Last Jedi before, and Nathan, tell them what you think about it, and then I'll tell them what I think about it.
The Last Jedi?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I think The Last Jedi, like how you feel about The Last Jedi determines how you feel about The Rise of Skywalker right now.
Okay, so, well, to even just begin, when I went and saw The Force Awakens in the theater, I didn't think it was good at all.
What? Okay, keep going.
And then I didn't watch it for like 3 years. And I watched it last year, and I thought it was okay.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason is because it doesn't really bring anything new. Other than characters, I don't think... Other than characters, and the only two new characters who I think are even remotely interesting are Rey and Kylo. I think Poe and Finn are two of the most useless characters in movie history. And I think Rose is even more useless. To the point where in The Last Jedi, they had to make up an entire plot line separate just to give them something to do.
Yeah, that's true.
And then in the end, when Finn's actually about to do something, Rose messes it up.
Yeah, that's what, yeah.
And The Last Jedi, I did not think it was that good. Objectively, it was probably an okay movie. However, I think it was more harmful for the Star Wars universe than good. And I think The Rise of Skywalker, I don't know, if this could be a prequel repeat. You know, The Rise of Skywalker may pop off like Revenge of the Sith.
Oh, yeah.
But I highly doubt it.
Okay.
I think they should have killed Leia in the last movie.
Okay, I do agree with that. Okay, so I need to talk... Yeah, I'll talk about that. But I liked... At first, I didn't know what to think about The Last Jedi because the marketing made it seem dark. Like it was going to be an intense Star Wars movie.
Yeah.
And when I saw it for the first time, I was like, that wasn't really that dark. Like, the darkest part of it was, you know, the fact that Rey was kind of like questioning whether or not she even wanted to be a Jedi sometimes. You know, she was like, I don't know, when she went down into the dark thing, like the dark pit, and she like was drawn to it. That was interesting. But and when Luke was gonna kill Kylo, like for that split second, he wanted to you know kill him. I thought that was interesting. But for the most part, you know, them going to Canto Bight, yeah, I didn't like that side plot. It was kind of weird. And I do think Rose didn't have a lot to do on the last one, but I hope she gets another chance. And Finn, I feel like Finn was wasted in The Last Jedi because I do think you don't think he has a lot of potential, but I think he does. Like his story is interesting. Like he doesn't want to be a stormtrooper, and that's kind of like a new character trait that they've never done. I don't think, right? Like in the past Star Wars movies, has there ever been anybody like Finn?
No.
Not that I can think of, yeah. So I think that's cool. I mean, we've already had Han Solo. So, I mean, Poe doesn't really bring anything new to the table. He's just a pilot. Like a sassy pilot.
Yeah.
That's already been done. So, I'm not a huge fan of Poe, but I think Oscar Isaac is a good actor. So, it makes Poe tolerable. In Rey, I think Rey's pretty interesting because I still want to know, like, her backstory. Which...
I bet she was created just like Anakin.
You know, no, I hope not. That was lazy. It was a cool idea, and it kind of adds to because you know he didn't have a dad, right? Like the midichlorians made him.
No,
I thought that's
Palpatine did.
What?
Palpatine manipulated the Force.
Into making Anakin. Is that like an extended, like an outside universe type thing?
That was so in the third Star Wars movie, Revenge of the Sith. Mm-hmm. When Palpatine and Anakin are talking about how Darth Plagueis could create life.
Oh, it was him implying that it was him?
Well, and then it was entirely confirmed in one of the comic books outside. In Darth Vader #3, I believe.
Okay, yeah, so I don't read the comics, so...
I don't either, I was just reading articles. But I think Rey...
I hope she isn't.
I don't know, maybe if she was created by the light side.
Okay, that's new, I guess.
She could have been created by Palpatine and then placed on Jakku, and then...
He's just trying again.
There's a Sith temple on Jakku.
Oh, is there?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. She should go there. That would be interesting.
Alright, that's like kind of beside the point, but...
yeah, I think that was a good idea, like Anakin kind of in a way being immaculate, like having an immaculate conception type thing. Because it makes you think he's going to be a good guy because it like resembles the story of Jesus, but then he completely flips it and becomes bad. So I think that's interesting. So I think... Wait, where was I going with this?
I don't know. I've never heard of the comparison to Jesus.
Well, because like didn't Anakin's mom say he didn't have a father?
He didn't, no.
Yeah, he technically didn't have a dad.
That makes sense, I guess.
Yeah, so... I don't know. I know where I was going with that, but I think Rey has a lot of potential. I think Finn has a lot of potential. I think Kylo definitely has a lot of potential. He's interesting. And speaking of Kylo, I think when he was about to kill Leia, and then he decided not to, and the First Order troopers shot him anyway, or shot Leia anyway. I feel like she should have died right there.
Yeah, instead of
just using the Force to pull herself.
I think that was just they wanted a way to make her to show that she's Force sensitive.
I don't think they should have done that.
But I think Kylo and Rey are way too powerful. Because they seem more powerful than Anakin, and they can't be. Yeah. They shouldn't be. There's no reason for them to be more powerful than Anakin and Luke. Mm-hmm. Two of the most powerful people. And unless Rey was created through the Force, then that makes sense. But Kylo, unless Han was Force sensitive, which he may have been, but we don't know for sure.
If he was, then he was kind of...
everyone's technically Force sensitive, just not to the certain degree of a Jedi. He maybe didn't make the cutoff. Mm-hmm. But, Kylo is technically part Skywalker, which makes sense that he's very powerful, but I still think he's too powerful.
Yeah. But speaking of Leia, I think it would have added a lot more to Kylo's character if she would have died right there, because he was already questioning whether or not he wanted to, even be join the dark side completely. Yeah. So I think his mom being killed by his army would make him question, do I really want to lead this army? My mom's dead now. Yeah. It would have been a lot more interesting than her, it didn't add anything. Her almost dying was interesting for that one part where she was floating in space. But when she pulled herself back, it kind of lost its importance. Yeah. So I don't know what they're gonna do with her now. I don't know what role she's gonna play in the movie.
I wonder if she's gonna be the one who trains Leia in the ways of the Force.
Who trains Rey?
Sorry, Rey. Yeah, Rey. Leia trains herself.
I think they are planning on doing that because I saw there's a shot of her in the trailer in a jungle type place. Yeah. And then Rey's training in the jungle. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, it makes sense. But I don't know how they're doing. Did they shoot scenes with Carrie Fisher where she was training Leia? Now you made me. Where she was training Rey?
No, they're just using a computer.
Are you sure? Because I heard that they weren't gonna CGI her.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I heard that they were only gonna do past scenes that they filmed.
I don't know.
You think they're lying?
Probably. It's Disney, man. But so this movie takes place a year after The Last Jedi. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I'll go see it. I don't know what my expectation level is. I hope it's good. The trailers make it look really good, just because of the nostalgia factor. Yeah. I hope it's a Revenge of the Sith.
So do I. I think it has the potential to be a better conclusion than Endgame was. Really? More satisfying conclusion.
As long as they don't have as much fan service as Endgame.
I know, yeah. Relying on fan service. But you know how cool it was when Yoda came back? That, I want them to do stuff like that. That's fan service, but it's for a purpose. Yeah. Because Endgame, they did a lot of fan service that was just Captain America being able to pick up Thor's hammer. That was just fan service for the sake of fan service. It didn't help any.
I thought that was kind of cool.
It was cool, but it wasn't. It was cool for a short time, but then he just kept using it, and it was kind of I wanted Thor to be the only one to. That being Thor's hammer is cool.
Yeah, I wish the ending Endgame battle was just the big three. Mm-hmm. Defeating Thanos. That would have been amazing if it was just those three.
Oh, you know what fan service I did want? I wanted them to, you know how they lined up and then they attacked Thanos? That was cool. I think that was fan service.
Army shot? Really?
Yeah. That was fan service that I actually liked.
That was too much for me.
I thought it was cool.
Once all the portals started opening up and the on your left, and then they did the... Yeah. I think that whole battle was a little bit of fan service. And they could have saved a lot of money by not having all those people in it.
I think JJ is more sensitive to what crosses the line than the Russo brothers because they're not this is like their first big franchise movie. Like
Yeah.
their biggest franchise movie yet. But JJ also did Star Trek. So I think he knows the line.
He did the new ones with Chris Pine.
Mm-hmm.
Those were great.
He did the first 2, I think.
But did he do The Force Awakens?
Yeah. And I don't think that crossed the line, too, in terms of fan service.
No, that one seemed pretty careful.
Mm-hmm.
But it was basically A New Hope.
Yeah, I was fine with that.
I don't know. If I wanted to watch A New Hope,
You would watch
I'd watch A New Hope.
Yeah, he did Star Trek and then Star Trek Into Darkness.
Ooh, Into Darkness was great.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't do Beyond, though?
No. I think that was one of the directors from Fast and Furious.
I've only seen the first Fast and Furious. And I thought it was mediocre.
Yeah, Justin Lin. Yep. Okay, so I'm excited for The Rise of Skywalker.
I'm excited because it's a Star Wars movie.
I'm excited just because I want to see, not only because it's a Star Wars movie, but I want to see, like, where the story from The Last Jedi goes.
I hope there's a super epic
Conclusion.
lightsaber duel.
Oh, yeah, we need one of those because...
Like the Praetorian...
that was cool.
That was cool.
Oh, but have you seen there's like a video? Do you watch Quarter Crew on YouTube?
No.
Okay, there was like this one where they had a stunt guy on there, and he explained everything that was wrong with that scene, and like some of the stunt guys were like just standing there waiting to go in and like attack.
Mm-hmm.
And they kind of ruined it for me.
I
don't think you should watch it if you still want to enjoy that scene.
I hope that Kylo stays bad and Rey stays good,
I hope that
and that somebody dies.
between the two of them,
Or if they both die, that'd be okay too.
that'd be cool. Well, not cool, but that'd be like new and interesting.
Balance to the Force.
Yeah. I think it was really because the way that they were setting it up in The Last Jedi was that Rey was going to turn bad, right? Like the last shot of the trailer was like her reaching out to Kylo
With
or
the
whatever.
Swiss Army sword? Oh, no.
No, for The Last Jedi.
Yeah, in the trailer, though, the Swiss Army lightsaber.
Oh, yeah.
That's just a vision, though, or something.
No, but I mean, like, remember in The Last Jedi?
Yes.
When
she was reaching out with Kylo.
Yeah. So, I think it's too late for her to turn bad. But what I was going to say was that I was hoping that in The Last Jedi, they were going to flip, the roles were going to flip. Because wouldn't that be interesting? Like, if Kylo became good and Rey became bad.
Yeah.
Well, they would have to set it up. They would have to, like, plant the seeds in The Force Awakens. Which I don't think they did. But I thought that would have been interesting. But it's too late for her now. Yeah, the double-sided lightsaber is obviously, like, a vision.
All they've made Kylo out
fake.
to be is just a whiny child.
Mm-hmm. But he does it well.
Yeah.
It's not annoying.
I'm glad the Knights of Ren are going to be in this movie, though.
Oh, yeah, because they just disappeared.
They were never there.
Yeah.
They were in that one vision in The Last Jedi, and then...
I thought they were going to be important.
So did I.
In the whole 3 movies, but
Yeah.
I guess they're just deciding to show up right now. Okay, so
Christmas traditions?
Oh yeah, Christmas traditions, and then that's it. So you start, and then I'll go.
Okay. Well, we set up our tree and all of our decorations either a couple days after Thanksgiving, but in this case, because Thanksgiving was so late this year, we did it a few days before. And then, on Christmas Eve or Christmas Day, depending on, which house I was supposed to be at, my mom or my dad's, if I was with my dad on Christmas Eve or Christmas Day, then my stepmom, since she's from Colombia, she makes this really good Colombian soup. And that's what we have for dinner, and then, just listen to Christmas music. And
Are you, when do you start listening to Christmas music? Are you a December 1st person, or are you like late November?
I did late November.
I'm December. Like, I don't want to extend the Christmas spirit longer than I think it should be there. Like, Thanksgiving is its own thing. Like, be thankful. But then Christmas is like, spend time with your family and love everybody.
Yeah,
Those are like two separate things to me. Well, I mean, they
For
merge
me,
a little
that's
bit.
kind of just how it's supposed to be the whole year. And since I'm Catholic, Christmas doesn't technically start until Christmas Day. And then it goes...
Well, you guys don't do Christmas Eve?
We do, but
Oh.
like the Christmas season doesn't start until Christmas Day.
Oh.
Everything else before that is Advent.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just the preparation for technically the first and second coming.
Uh-huh.
But...
Do you get those Advent calendars?
No, I don't do Advent calendars. We
What?
do Advent wreaths and prayers, though.
I want to do an Advent calendar. Because they have, like, Star Wars Advent calendars. The Lego
Yeah.
Star Wars Advent calendars. Have you seen those? That's cool. And it seems like a fun thing to do. Okay, so we put up our tree in December. We don't do, like, putting up the tree in November because, like I said, we wait until December to do all that stuff. So we wait until December to put up the tree, put up the lights, play Christmas music, and buy presents. And right now there's only one present under the tree, even though we have like a week and a half until Christmas.
I know. Mine are all coming. All the ones that I bought are coming today and tomorrow.
Yeah, I need to start buying them.
You know, because now I have a job and I'm able to.
Yeah. Pay for stuff finally.
Yeah.
I know it feels good, huh? Being able to buy Christmas presents.
Yeah.
For everybody. Because I was never able to. I would have to like half the price with people, with my siblings, if we wanted to get something.
Oh yeah.
But now I'm able to pay for everything myself. But yeah, usually on Christmas Eve we spend it. We go to church, and then they have like a Christmas Eve service at my church, and then after that we go to my cousin's town and then spend Christmas. Sometimes we wait until midnight. Sometimes people don't want to wait that long. So, but we do this thing where we assign somebody to get a gift for somebody else. So it's kind of like, it's not Secret Santa because you know who you're buying for.
Our cousins do that too until we turn 18. So
we do it, like even the adults do it, which is pretty cool. And even like the little babies, like the parents buy gifts from the babies to people. It's fun. But yeah, you get like assigned a gift to get someone else. And then on Christmas Eve, when we go, we either open it early, if people don't feel like staying up until midnight, or we open it at midnight. And then we drive back to Fresno. And then the next day, we open presents here. And then we go to my grandma's house and open more presents because, her, like, it's kind of like separate. Like, it's my cousins, my family in this house, and then my grandma.
Mm-hmm.
So it's cool. We have like that's what we've been doing for like the past, as long as I can remember. But yeah, that's our tradition.
Yeah, we go to mass on either Christmas Eve night or Christmas morning.
Mm-hmm. And then what about like Christmas? What do you guys do on Christmas?
We wake up. We usually have Colombian hot chocolate.
Mm-hmm.
And then we open presents, or my brother comes over and we open presents, and then we just kind of hang out and have lunch. And then I'll go to my mom's, and then I'll spend a few hours there. And then I'll go to my best friend's house and spend the night there. Maybe not spend the night, but I'll go there until like midnight.
Do you guys get each other presents?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like his parents too.
Mm-hmm.
So, and his grandma. I got him, his parents, and his grandma a gift this year.
Well.
So.
Okay. So there's still, this episode isn't gonna come out on Christmas, unlike that Halloween episode we did. I wanted to put it up a little bit early to kind of get you guys in the Christmas spirit. But so have a good Christmas. Spend it with your loved ones, and visit me and Nathan at at Buffalo Wild Wings, and visit me at Chick-fil-A. Okay, bye.
Goodbye. Merry Christmas.